Hey, what's up guys, Bryce here, and we're back at it again for another video. And in this video we have another radical race. This time we're at Watkins Glen. I think it's like week 4 or 5, I'm not exactly sure, but Watkins Glen, this is the newly laser scanned and rebuilt track in iRacing. First time driving it competitively, so this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's get right into this race. Here we are on our first qualifying lap, well the second actually. The first one was not that great, so the second lap needs to be really good, and you'll see exactly what happens here. The track looks really good, and at first I wasn't really the biggest fan of Watkins Glen, just thought it was kind of boring, but I think the more I drive it I really do enjoy it. But here we are on this long straight, and we have the bus stop chicane, which is very difficult. We're going to be approaching the chicane and being really greedy here, just taking a little bit too much curb. Back tires just hit the ground with no grip, and only the second lap, and these tires take about 5 laps to warm up, and we just couldn't keep it on the road, and just a little mistake that cost us a lot, and that put us into the wall in qualifying. So starting P13 on the grid, what can we do in this radical race? We got a decent start off the line. We get one car on the right and the left, so it's going to move us up 2 positions already. Going into turn 1, it's really important that you keep this inside line if you are on the inside. And once that coast is clear, use all the track you can, because now we're gonna get a really good run going up the long straight in Watkins Glen. And this track actually isn't too far from me, only about a few hours for me, which is pretty cool. And I'm actually thinking about going here to see some GT3 race, maybe this summer or in the fall. So maybe you'll see a vlog from me. I don't know. We'll see about that. Going to the bus stop chicane for the first time in this 25-minute race. So many cars on track at this point. This race was pretty crowded, and it's really our time to get up through the field, because I actually did multiple mistakes in Watkins Glen in qualifying. I have a few other races, and one of them that I'll post that I made another mistake in qualifying. Qualifying is really tricky with the radicals because the tires are not up to temperature, so you really just try to do a little bit too much, and that unfortunately caused a mistake. We're going to go down the inside of the guy in P9 and move us up into P9, and we can see the little training cars in front, and I really do love the radical. I think it is definitely in my top 3 for cars. It's just so powerful, so light, and it has good downforce, and it is really an enjoyable car. Just saying that, just watching me drive the car, it makes me want to race it again, which I will be doing soon. The next week is going to be Suzuka. But anyway, we have a little train of cars here. It's really important that you stick in this train, because this way you can get in the slipstream. And if you just saw there, we touched the grass just a little bit, a little snap of oversteer, so we have to be careful and just be precise, because we do have 24 minutes left in this race. We're going to be getting a late entry to this corner, and we're going to be getting a late apex, and this is going to lead us all the way down to this front straight for lap 2. What can we do on this lap? We're going to find out right now. We're getting a decent line through here. The guys in front of us are having a little battle, so I wasn't really sure what the right thing to do is, because, you know, I could stay behind or I could make a move, but I decided to stay behind and kind of just be really patient and just wait for them to kind of make a mistake or something. We're going to be taking the fastest line through here, and they're still going to be battling, but now they're kind of separated now, so we're going to be seeing what we can do. If you guys do enjoy these videos, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new here. Almost went down the inside there, but we decided to take the normal racing line. You can see just how close we are now coming down this hill. This is our chance now. We're going to move to the inside and dive down the inside through this corner. Very late move, and we were only side by side through the middle of the corner, so it's very risky, but we were able to get the move done. If you change the brake bias, you can make late moves with the radical, but it will be very unstable, which is what we did there. Taking the normal line through here, and again, we're in this train, so we just want to pass as many cars as we can. That'll move us up into P8, and we can see 7, 6, 5, and 4 right in front of us. So I was really eager just to get past as soon as we could. This corner here is really tricky. You just have to lift just a little bit. And this corner here, I usually downshift 2 gears, back on the gas as soon as you can. Use the exit curb if needed, and we're going to stay right behind here. We didn't want to make any moves into turn 1, because that's really going to slow you down a lot. And right after turn 1 is the longest straight on the whole track, so why make a move into turn 1? We can catch a nice slipstream going up here, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Unless it's the last lap of the race, You really just want to be patient because look at this slipstream we're getting from this car in front, and this is going to allow us to either make a move into the bus stop or stay behind and be patient. It looks like we're just a little bit too far back to make a move, so we're going to stay right behind, braking just 100 meters before, taking this inside curb, very aggressive. The car is all over the place on that curb, and that is where I crashed in qualifying. It is very risky to take that curb, but it is the faster way around the track with the new update to this track. And we go down the inside up into P7, almost getting that red car on the inside too, but we're just not far enough in front. But as I was saying, with the new update, they did make the bus stop chicane curbs a lot taller, a lot higher, a lot more aggressive for cars to take. And especially with the Radical, just look how low to the ground it is. It is inches off the ground, so you really need to be careful what curbs you take and what curbs you don't take, because they can really unsettle the car. And you can see the guy behind us is on the inside. He wants to make a move, but we're just going to make sure that he stays behind us, taking the normal line here. Fortunately, he didn't make a move, but you can see how close we are to this other red car in front of us. And again, going to this corner, just lifting a slight bit. You can see my telemetry down there just to see exactly what I'm doing. Going down 2 gears here, or sometimes 1. It all depends, you know, I guess how you go through that corner. Very tricky to get right on this front straight once more. Getting a late apex in turn 1, like I've said many times, is really beneficial. You can see we turn in just a little bit later, but just that half a second later turn in allows us to carry just that half a second more speed, which is going to lead all the way up to this back straight, which is going to allow us to potentially make a move. Look how close we are now on the back straight. What is he going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to move to the inside potentially. No, we're going to stay right behind and just wait more and just be very patient. And as you can see, we're going to attack this inside curb just like that. He got not the best exit, but he got a good entry, so we're going to catch up with our good exit speed. This race was a little while ago, so I don't fully remember exactly what happened, so bear with me here. I do a lot of races, so sometimes it's hard to remember what exactly happened in this one, but we got 20 minutes left in this race, and we are in P6, so from P10 to P6 already, not bad. And P5 was kind of what I'm aiming for. Anything in the top 5 is pretty good, considering, you know, we did qualify in not the best position. I'm pretty excited because I'm going to start posting a few Assetto Corsa videos, because I just played that game recently and kind of got me excited. And I'm going to be doing some sounds, because I think the sounds in that game are the best in any game in my opinion. But anyway, back to this race. We are behind this red car once more for a whole lap, and you can see he takes a little bit of grass there, which looks like it unsettles his car just a little bit, but we can't gain too much time on him. Just being really smooth, and again, same thing as before, we're going to try to get a late apex into turn 1 and hopefully make a move going into the bus stop. Braking at the 200 meter board, staying to the left before swinging it into turn 1, and you can see just how close we are now, and you can see it's an obvious opportunity to make a move. We are basically a 1/10 of a second behind this guy, bumper to bumper, and we're not even on the straight section yet, so we're going to move to the inside, and we are side by side with him going on the straight, and we are fully side by side. We have to fully send it going into the bus stop chicane. We're going to brake as late as we can, attack this inside curb, and the move is well done. He definitely backed out of that one, and that moves us up into the 5th position in this race. And now it's just all about being consistent and all about, you know, just trying to catch up to this guy in P4. At this point, the grid was really spread out, so again, being consistent helped. 10 minutes passed, and here we go. We're on the back of the guy in P4 in that Exxon Mobil sponsor on the rear wing. Same thing as before, getting a late apex. Look how close we are coming out of turn 1. Another really good opportunity to make a pass on this car in front of us. Pretty cool Hot Wheels livery, but nevertheless, we're going to still be making a move regardless of how good the car looks. We're going to be moving to the inside, and this is going to be a really risky move because we're not fully side by side. Now we're halfway side by side, approaching the corner, we're side by side, and he backs out of it, and that's going to move us up into the 4th position. And you can see the guy in P3 runs very wide, and this is the last lap of the race. We were able to catch up, but again, there's just not enough time on the clock to make a move on the car in front of us. So we're just going to be doing our best here on the last lap of the race. Going to the bus stop chicane for the final time was really scary. You'll see here, I just didn't hit it 100% right. going into the bus stop chicane, just in the middle of the track, and the car was all over the place. Very scared about that one. And going into this right-hander here, feels like a long right-hander as the car will understeer out wide onto this curb. You can use all the curb on the outside, braking at that sewage opening there on the right, braking third gear, use the inside curb to kind of pull yourself into that corner. A little straight here, braking super hard at the 200-meter board, second gear, drop down to second just to get that extra rotation going to this corner here. No exit curb on the outside, but there's a little kind of opening in the concrete. You can use that just to gain a little bit of time, but watch out for that grass on the outside. Braking at the 150, taking a normal line through here. No late apex or early, use all the track on the outside. You can actually use this now with the new update, and there's no grass there, which is very nice. Taking a nice line through here, very smooth, exit curb on the outside, be careful. Lifting just about to 75% or even less, depends on what phase of the race you're in. Last corner of the race, fourth gear. We stay in fourth gear this time round, and we're going to come across the line to come P3 in this race. Not crazy amount of action, but we were able to bounce back from that crash we had in qualifying. Can't complain for a P3. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm probably going to have one more Watkins Glen race to show you guys, and then it's going to be on to Suzuka, and I will be live streaming very, very soon. Just haven't really figured it out, and also been very busy with life, and that's kind of with many things, but that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.